I learned music with a group who's almost 200 members over the world. They play for peace. I start to singing when I arrived in Jordan. I was so alone, like a bird when they're alone and they feel free. L'art d'Ishtar, it's two different angles, two different arts. I mean, if you want to be creative, every time you don't know when the idea comes to you, and we can hold the idea for a long time. You have, when the idea and inspiration come to you, you have to write down. I end up with 6 months in jail because of the case I defend myself against being used, being violented. When you lost everything, there's no matter what's going on. Imagine when I left Jordan and came to France, I left 1,000 friends.
Muséart. Transformer sa vie en œuvre d'art.
Muséart, l'interview culture.
Eh bien bonjour Solin.
Bonjour Jason.
Merci d'avoir accepté d'être l'invité de Muséart, de l'interview de Muséart et de nous accueillir ici, chez toi, mais également dans ton atelier à Paris. Alors on va, si tu en es d'accord, parler durant toute l'interview de ton parcours qui est très riche, qui est très dense. Donc on va avoir tout un temps d'échange ensemble pour vraiment refaire toute ton histoire. Vraiment, on va repartir depuis le début, depuis ton enfance, là où tout a commencé. Et la première question que je voudrais te poser, c'est quel est le premier souvenir qui te vient quand on parle de la Solin enfant, de la petite Solin en Irak, dans le Kurdistan irakien.
Merci à toi. Je suis très heureux de raconter ma histoire. Et dans mon enfant, j'étais un enfant tellement énergétique et le premier souvenir, comme c'était très grand pour moi, je me coupais les cheveux comme des garçons et pour être libérée et convaincre mon père de jouer dur et de faire du vélo comme mes frères. J'avais 5 ans quand j'ai commencé l'art parce que dans mon enfant, j'avais besoin de m'inspirer, m'exprimer, mais dans une famille, il n'y avait aucune priorité pour que les enfants s'expriment ou parlent. Et comme ça, j'ai commencé à dessiner. Parce que la seule façon de mieux s'exprimer, c'est l'art.
Alors tu mentionnes sur ton site internet que tu as fait également des études d'ingénieure, d'aménagement du territoire. Alors la question que j'avais envie de te poser, c'est pourquoi ce choix d'études si éloigné du monde de l'art?
I was always in the top 10 student in the school, and I had a good average when I graduated high school. Then Ministry of Education who is deciding based on the average, the degree average, where you should go. For example, 95 is going to to architect, and less is going to planning, or it's depend on the average. And my average was 90 degree, and I received the result, which is I am in the spatial planning engineering department, and I continue with that because it was an opportunity to study.
Donc en plus d'être artiste peintre, on va le découvrir dans un instant, la musique et l'écriture sont aussi des arts que tu maîtrises. Est-ce que tu peux nous expliquer comment est-ce que ces arts sont rentrés dans ta vie?
I say that from my childhood I start designing and painting. But lately, in 2019, I become so active in the region, Kurdistan region, with a lot of artists, activists, and I saw that there is a lot of way to express myself, to share my idea, to connect with the world around me in different ways. For example, music. I learned music with a group who's almost 200 members over the world, and they play for peace, for freedom, and they came from different ethnic group and religion, and we all like peacefully play music for the world. And writing also, it starts from tragedy, because I was like in the situation I want to connect and share my idea with the world, and the only way I could do that, it was writing.
Tu parlais d'avoir joué de la musique pour le monde. On t'a vu notamment sur ces images jouer d'un instrument traditionnel qui s'appelle le daf. Est-ce que tu peux me dire comment est-ce que tu as appris à jouer de cet instrument?
Daf, it's a music instrument, Kurdish traditional music instrument, and I learned it with the group of music called Mishacht, the one that I mentioned, and I was so happy to start something with them, and they accept any person who's interested to learn music and to share with them their time and their effort to play music. They help me for that, and I start, and still I'm with them for playing the daf instrument.
Tu chantes aussi, j'ai pu le lire, tu n'y échapperas pas. Est-ce que aujourd'hui ta voix accompagne encore certaines de tes créations?
Okay, that's a long story with the singing. It's every day when we try to understand ourselves, we discover new things, new energy, new talent, new hobbies. I start to singing when I arrive in Jordan. I was so alone, like a bird when they are alone and they feel free, they sing. And I start that, and I discover that I can master my voice and I can sing. I was in shock how I can do that, because I never did, and that was my first experience with singing. And then I integrate with some Jordanian musician and artiste, and I sang with them.
Juste à côté de toi, il y a différentes toiles. Ces peintures sont faites à l'huile. Et pourquoi ce choix?
It's because when I start to paint, in the first time I started with the oil color, and the oil color has some speciality, some speciality, which is it's giving the smell of varnish, the mixing color. You can get some very good tune that what's going in your mind and in your vision, how to visualize. You can get that with the, it's like I feel more free with the color, oil color. And that's why I keep going with that, and I have a good experience with.
Donc merci Solin pour toutes ces explications. On le voit en fait autour de toi. On est entouré de peintures que tu as faites. Est-ce que tu peux nous expliquer un petit peu tes créations majeures, justement, nous en dire un petit peu plus? Commence par celle que tu veux.
The technique of my painting, it's layering. So it's take a lot of time to layer. Each layer is drying, and I put another layer, which give me, they call it, this technique, art in art. It's give a different art in which angle you are looking at the painting. For example, l'arbre d'Ishtar, it's two different angle, two different art. And I have a 4 masterpiece, which I always mention, and I'm so proud that I created each of this painting has a different story, and I've been inspired by different culture. L'arbre d'Ishtar is one of them, and Supernova, this one. Also a hug with an orchid flowers, and the last one, it's this one is not finished yet, but it's a masterpieces because I already wrote a lot of text for the explanation and the idea that I created.
Je voulais m'arrêter sur l'aspect un petit peu plus personnel, qui est la routine créative. Est-ce que quand tu commences une journée le matin, est-ce que tu as des petits rituels, voilà, des habitudes pour te mettre dans de bonnes conditions pour créer?
I will give you a story how I start to be a creative. My teacher from school, secondary school, he told me that always hold a pen and notebook with you, because he recognized me. He know that I am an artist, and he told me, if you want to be creative, every time, you don't know when the idea come to you, and we can hold the idea for a long time. You have, when the idea and inspiration come to you, you have to write down. And from that day, I always have a notebook with me and pen. So sometime in the metro or in I'm sitting in somewhere in cafe, I'm always some idea come to me. I write. Sometime 4 a.m. I woke up and I have some ideas, so I just try to write or to sketch. And also I would like to say how person stop the creation, or they are no longer a creator when they decide to stop, when become lazy and they have no energy to transfer their idea to something touchable.
Donc on l'a vu, il y a une diversité de talents artistiques que tu nous as révélés ici, de la peinture à l'écriture et au chant. Mais en 2020, tu as opéré une transition radicale en passant d'artiste à journaliste. Et j'aurais voulu te poser cette question: pourquoi justement être passé d'artiste à journaliste? Qu'est-ce qui a motivé ce choix, ce changement de voie?
In 2019, I was so active in the level of regional, with the music, with the exhibition, art exhibition, all this, and I get a TV attention who want me to work with them, to be a TV presenter and present an artistic program. I saw it was a good opportunity to have an experience in media, and I accepted. 2 years I was a journalist, and still I think I'm journalist, but not very active. And everything it's a secondary for me, and art is it's a priority. Whatever I learn and I experience, it just experience. But the main thing that I am, how I see the world, how I treat, how I create, it's an art. But that's never stopped me to learn different things and to participate in different sectors in life.
Tu as également profité de cette notoriété que tu as acquise sur justement cette chaîne de télévision pour lancer la campagne intitulée Even Freedom. Est-ce que tu peux nous en dire 2 mots?
It's a totally different story. I'm gonna explain all the story. It was a beginning to be well known in the region, and that's also a power for nowadays. The world is a digital world, and you become well known by media or social media. It's a real power, and when someone being powerful in any kind of way in the country which is still it's the human right not being applied, even not 90%. So it still is a basic community, and in the beginning of their development. So it was dangerous and very risky, because I use my platform for social media platform for defense human rights, and especially women, because women in my country they are not being treated as a human, and I saw it's an injustice. I never keep calm and silence about something violent, or no matter which violent against which gender. It's the matter. It's a violence. It's against humans. It's against animals. Against nature. Whatever. I can't keep silent about that. And then I saw myself in the big game, which is bigger than my myself. So I was only 25 years old, and I saw that the political side and everything is mixed. I could not understand what's going on around me, and I ended up with 6 months in jail because of the case I defend myself against being used, being violented, and especially with the powerful people. That's impossible. And the only woman that spoke about harassment, spoke about violence against women in the Jew place, started from me. Was not the only one, but the only one who did by the campaign without fear. And I know it that I'm gonna lose everything, but I did because I am with the truth, and that was end of my journey in Kurdistan.
Et donc ce combat qui t'a mené 6 mois donc en prison, t'a obligé à quitter ton pays d'origine, l'Irak. Est-ce que t'as longtemps hésité?
That 6 months I stayed there in jail. It gave me 16 years of experience and understanding of life. But after that, I lost everything. My family, my friends, my job, whatever in 20 years I built, it just destroyed in one time. And then the only way I can respect myself while being disrespected in the community. So I have to leave, and I'm gonna explain that. That's my message for the new generation. What should they do when they become disrespected? So I just left country. I left everything behind, because what's important, our spirit, our self is very important to be respected, at least by ourselves.
Donc tu arrives en 2021 en Jordanie. Est-ce que tu peux nous dire justement comment ça s'est passé en fait la transition, arrivée dans ce nouveau pays que tu ne connais pas en fait?
Well, when you lost everything, there's no matter what's going on. You don't have a fear to lose anymore, and you don't have a fear to overstart. And I was so courageable to overstart. When I arrived in Jordan, I had no friends, I had no one, even I don't know anything. I know I'm with the people who's securing my life and hosting me in the good place, with providing everything for the basic life. But 6 months in Jordan, I did meditation. I refreshed, because what I went through, it was not easy. And imagine when I left Jordan and came to France, I left 1,000 friends. I left a family who is waiting for me, go to visit them again and spend time with them. I love Jordanian people because they are so kind, they are so generous, and they respected me. It was my beginning to be free and to start individual life. With Jordanian, I start this experience, which is it's my second homeland. And maybe it's the first homeland. We don't know, because they touch my heart. They touch my spirit. I'm always in contact with Jordanian friends and family. Now I have a non-biological family there, which is always talking to me, taking care of me, emotional support. That was my experience in Jordan.
Tu m'as notamment parlé hors micro d'une œuvre que tu as exposée chez le Duc de Jordanie. Est-ce que tu peux m'en parler, m'en dire un peu plus?
So it's if I talk until 1 year about that big experience with the Duc of Mamduh, and his name is Mamduh Bisharat. He's a very big inspiration for me. He gave me a chance to see world in his eyes. He showed me his word. He shared with me a lot of stories, experience with his madam also, and. They became my family, and every day I was spending a lot of my time with them, and it is the transformations happened to my life in Jordan. One of the main reason he helped me. He was the reason to this big transformation happen, because he put me in contact with the artist. He helped me to grow. He support me. They support me emotionally. That we are your family. Never mind to lose anything. Whatever you want, whatever you need, we are here for you. And this is not easy to find in life. Maybe 1,000 people, one can find this opportunity.
Et après ce passage en Jordanie, notamment auprès de ce duc dont tu viens de nous partager l'histoire et ces liens très forts que tu as eus avec lui et plus globalement de cette deuxième famille qui est aujourd'hui restée là-bas, tu arrives en février 2023 à Paris, en France. Est-ce que déjà tu avais entendu parler de ce pays ou pas du tout?
Let me tell you my feeling. So I believe in constitution, French constitution, toward human, toward female, toward everything. So I arrive here. I came and I arrived with security, with patience, with a lot of dreams that I can achieve. What I lost, what I never achieved, I can achieve here because everything here is giving the opportunity for individual to prove themselves to themselves and to the world around them. So my experience in France started. So because that's why the study is very important sometimes. So the spatial planning. What I learned from that department, how to understand the system, the cities, everything. While we live it in Middle East, that we don't have a lot of things that we have in France, but because I studied, I could understand. But what I did, I start to understand the bureaucracy because it's different system. I start to understand the transportation network. I start to plan. I have a notebook which is just for planning, putting the goals and what I need to do and how I'm gonna get to my goals every month, every week, every year, every 6 months. All this is in one notebook. And every day I follow up my plan. When I arrive here, I arrive it with a plan, with a courage to start over. But it was not easy because it's also different language. I have to start from zero. And I had no idea. I have no friends here. I just started to make friends, it's a start over. It's hard in the beginning, but now I'm so happy because I get done a lot of my goals.
Il y a aussi une association qui t'a aidé, notamment je pense à des cours de français, c'est la Maison des journalistes. Alors, est-ce que tu peux nous dire un petit peu quel rôle a eu cette structure, comment elle t'a aidé?
I came and I arrived in France by a French government, which is I applied or I exiled in Jordan with the French embassy, and legally I came with the visa, with all the help, and it was very well prepared process. But when I get here, I have to start over, which I become an expert in start over. In 4 years, I changed the geography 2 times. In this case, I did some search, and I find the Maison de journaliste. I went there and I introduced myself, and I told them whatever service you have, I would like to access, and they provide the language service and some culture service to me. I'm thankful to them because they are so helpful. They are a good team, and also I did a stage with them for 1 week. I've been awarded by them also as a journalist. They still have a good role in my life and my journey in France, and also they give me an opportunity to have a 1 week stage formation with the Ouest France, which is every year they send a few journalists to the Ouest France, and it's a rich experience and rich formation. This is what they help me.
Qu'est-ce que tu voudrais dire aujourd'hui aux gens qui nous regardent ou qui nous écoutent, qui ont grandi finalement dans un pays sans guerre, sans conflit, voilà, quel message tu voudrais leur adresser de par ton histoire, ton parcours et aussi ton art finalement?
My message is to speak and to encourage, to help a new generation and everybody through my art. But here I'm telling everybody, and especially females, in my country, in different country, in this world, in anywhere. Understand yourself first. Now your desire, now your feelings, now what you want, why you are here. Find a way that make you comfortable, make you happy, and never afraid to leave a place, a geography, a country, a friend, a family, and anything behind that's not serve you. I mean, when it's not serve you, it's not only that you take from them. It's trying to destroy you. Whatever you see is taking from your energy in the bad way. Just leave behind. We are here for making this world better, not to destroy ourselves and to destroy this world. This is what I am telling them.
Eh bien, merci beaucoup, Solin. On voit vraiment qu'il y a un vrai univers, un bel état d'esprit positif, conquérant, résilient. Donc, et on voit aussi que voilà, tu mets en place vraiment tout pour continuer à réfléchir, à créer, à concevoir dans des conditions vraiment extraordinaires. Vraiment, merci de nous avoir partagé tout ça, tous ces secrets, ces routines, mais également parfois à certains moments ces astuces pour lutter contre l'absence de créativité que tout créateur peut avoir parfois, et merci en tout cas de toujours regarder et afficher ce sourire, cette force et ce dynamisme. Je te souhaite beaucoup de courage, beaucoup de chance pour ta nouvelle vie, ta nouvelle aventure ici, et je te remercie d'avoir accepté de m'accueillir, de nous accueillir ici chez toi, dans ton nouveau chez toi à Paris.
Merci à toi.
Muséart.
Si cet épisode vous a plu, pensez à laisser un avis et à vous abonner. Ça ne vous prend qu'1 minute et cela nous aide énormément à nous faire connaître.